In a previous video, I talked to you guys about leveraging this tool called Swell AI to transcribe your podcast, long form or short form, and prepare all these assets like show notes and articles and synopsis and timestamps. Then I realized that since I became a YouTuber in late 2019, that, it took me a little while because back then there was no AI tools such as Swell. I had to use multiple tools to transcribe my YouTube videos. And on top of that, work with a VA to really go through them, prepare timestamps and cheat sheets from my YouTube videos into these blog articles. The reason for that is as soon as we did that, we realized there was a significant increase for on-page SEO, and there were way more traffic that were not only hitting our YouTube channel, but also our website. So for that very reason, I really want to bring this to your attention, especially now in 2024, we have all these AI tools that can really help us do our work better, easier, faster. In this video, I want to show you step by step through one of my dear clients, Michael Lecky's YouTube channel, and just grabbing a very, very short video, turn that into an article with show notes, timestamps, and synopsis, and publishing it on his website, which is run on Squarespace. I also want to remind you that Swell has an integration with WordPress. There's a plugin as well. So if you're using WordPress for your website, it's just as convenient. Last but not least, I want to remind you that there's a new feature built within Swell to talk about social media posts, and you can connect to your many channels and do it directly all from the same platform. As always, I welcome your thoughts, your feedback. I really want to turn these videos into a more conversational platform as opposed to just this one-way conversation. I want to find tips and tools that really help creators and small business owners like yourself thrive and grow. So I'm going to see you at the end of the video. Let me go ahead and show you step by step how to get to your content. So if you're like me who manages more than one channel, make sure you navigate to the channel of your desire. And from there, you're going to go to the upper right-hand corner and click on YouTube Studio. Here on the left-hand side, you're going to click on content. Now, let's go ahead and just use this example. Is it better to quit or get fired? So all you need literally is click on the three dots and grab shareable link. Now, you can grab this link however you want, including viewing that video on YouTube, and go from there. And from here, what I want to show you is now you can click on Add New inside Swell AI, and you can name a new project. And here I'm going to say Michael Lecky YouTube video. And you can basically just create it from there. Through this entire list, I hope it's pretty straightforward. All you're going to do is say import any YouTube video. Now, you'll notice there are two more options for YouTube. I really love this because you have importing YouTube channel, an entire YouTube channel as an option. And if you're like me, would like to create a useful, helpful playlist, you can also import an entire playlist. I'm going to just import this video as mentioned before. And here is your YouTube video import link. So as you can see, it's currently downloading. Depending on the length of the video, it can take anywhere between a few minutes to, 15 minutes or more. Because the video with Michael Leck is rather short, just, I believe, 5 minutes or so. Now I can click on view content, and you can see that the transcript is there. So are the clips, chat embed, documents, which includes, as I promised, titles, socials, timestamps, ultimate show notes, summaries, and articles. But really the purpose of this, as I mentioned, is to get your YouTube video title. So for example, over here, even though this is not a podcast episode, you can just ignore that. So the dilemma, should you quit or get fired, blah, blah, blah. So there are 5 different options, and you can basically give it a thumbs up to tell Swell how well it performed, whether you like them or not. And you can also click on regenerate. If you like them, you can copy them and drop them into a different document. Next, what I'm also interested, and maybe you're thinking about, timestamps. Now, as you know, YouTube really cares about timestamps, and that helps you navigate to different chapters. I have a separate video to show you exactly how to do that, how to insert chapters for your YouTube videos. But for now, you can generate that directly as part of Swell AI. Next is ultimate show notes. This is the part where you can get these summaries of your show notes. So not just the titles, you can still see the 5 titles up front. And you have the summaries, you have the timestamps, and you have the detailed synopsis. Let's take a look at summary on the left-hand side. This is a summary. Again, pretty brief like this. I would say, take it or leave it, or you can even apply your edits as well. And here's the article. I think the article portion is something that we tend to neglect because there's an opportunity, frankly, to publish articles. On-page SEO is something my producer Herman and I have been talking a lot about as part of our full stack content marketing. So if you want to check it out and learn more, feel free to visit feisworld.com, and there's a free webinar ready for you to consume and learn from. So please let me know at this point in the comments below whether you find this helpful or not. Perhaps you can prioritize some of your already popular content or give and breathe life into the new pieces of content that you want more of the world to see. Personally, for me, what I find most helpful, especially when it comes to writing a blog post, is what I care about. So I actually like the ultimate show notes section a lot because it contains the title, the summary, and it gives me different options, for example, and just something that I can grasp and repurpose right away. I also like the fact that under detailed synopsis, there is an edit button. Once you click on that, you can actually go in there and make edits. And if you're using Grammarly like I do, you can actually click on all the suggestions and make important decisions right away. Now, you can also type whatever it is that you find appropriate. And I think this is very helpful if you're sharing Swell AI with your team members, for example. And what do we do next? So, for Feisworld, we run our website on WordPress. And you're looking at the example of Michael Leckie and a website that I actually built and developed using Squarespace. I know a lot of you guys are also using Squarespace. So with that said, I am going to go to the main navigation, click on the plus sign, and then start creating a blog. So I think I'm going to use this approach on the upper right-hand corner. It's just a simple list of blog, and I'm just going to call it blog. And what I will also say you have to be careful of, whether you're using Swell AI or any other type of AI tools out there, it's important that you don't just do a copy and paste. So for example, all these summaries, including later on the show notes, will say the host does this, the host says that. But depending on where you're publishing this article, you really want to personalize it as much as possible. In this case, it's on Michael's own blog, so it really should come from him, as opposed to, I don't really like the third person. Michael discusses this and says that. I really wanted to personalize this, so it's coming from him. And this is something Michael really cares about a lot too. So I'm going to do, what I typically like to do is I can highlight everything, or remember, I can just hit copy, right? And then from here, let me just go ahead and drop everything in, and I'm going to go review it, update the image, change the tone, I'll do whatever it is that I need to do, and then hit publish. I also want to show you another really important feature. For one, to remind you that you can share what you have generated as a link. You can say anyone with this link to be able to access the content on this page. Perhaps that's a content partner, a manager, a social media person. But you can also click on the export button, PDF, document, text, or send to a destination. I'm going to click on that. You'll notice something really important here, that you can connect to basically the services, the cloud services that you're already using. But pay attention to this. You have the WordPress site here as well. So if I click on that WordPress site, this is a new feature from Swell AI. And all you have to do is follow basically the instructions here and make sure if you have a webmaster, you can work with him or her with them to enter the endpoint URL and API. You can also download the plugin here. I'm going to show you real quick. So Swell AI is a plugin you can download and install the plugin on your WordPress site. Now, this is entirely optional, up to you. For me, I feel like it's pretty straightforward, as I've written, so many different blog posts over the years. I don't really mind the easy copy and paste option either. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below if this is a feature you like and will explore on your own. Now, I want to quickly show you something else from Swell, which is the calendar feature, and that is also new. Right now, you can easily create social media posts and text content, for example, and share that across your social channels, including Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and LinkedIn. That's pretty much everything that we're using. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this as well and give it a shot. It just makes the entire content production process on a single platform without having to leave it and open up something else or have to pay for something else. So that concludes the video today. Please let me know in the comments below, especially if you made it this far, what you'd like to see next related to AI for creators and small business owners like us. What are some of the things that you struggle with? What are some of the limitations you find maybe with Swell AI, but also other tools that you're using in combination, what you prefer? I really would love to learn from you guys. Who knows, one of your comments might turn into one of my future video ideas. With so much love and gratitude, I'm going to see you next time.